Hello, everyone. I hope you had a great weekend. And let's start up with another week of life. Am I right? July 2nd, 2024, 11:44 p.m. Sometimes I just get tired of something bothering me. A friend, a habit, a routine, really anything. And it becomes a struggle to deal with these things because I've also become comfortable of their presence. To get rid of the bothering thing would be to say goodbye to it, something I'm not good at. I recently invested in some Giorgio Armani sunglasses. They're expensive, go figure, and I really hope they're the only sunglasses I'll ever need so I can get my money's worth and then some. Due to their high price, I constantly check to see if they're in my room. I hope that I can return home with them safely. Apparently, there is also some paperwork that must be done for taxes for them that I was surprised by. Hopefully, this is straightforward. I can't wait to see my friends. 11:55 p.m. And next to that, I have a self-portrait via having a photo underneath the page. This was made on July 2nd, 2024 at 11:43 p.m. And that's what it looks like. So yeah, I spent some money on some sunglasses because I did have an old pair of sunglasses that I used to use, which were a rounded lens, and they had a purple to blue to green kind of tint on them. I have no clue where I got those from. And I had thought about I would like to get something while I'm in Paris. Paris is the fashion capital basically of the world. And when I went on the Champs-Élysées, which is basically their giant road full of all their like high-end fashion stuff, I messed around with a bunch of different things. I went into Gucci at first to see what their like loafers were like, and there was a pair I really liked, but obviously it's $800, and as a college student, I'm not buying that. So I will have to save up later to get something like that. I went into some other stores as well, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Dolce and Gabbana. But then I went into Balenciaga. Now, here's the thing with Balenciaga, right? I follow their Instagram, and they are a very out there fashion brand. Like, whatever they do is completely different from like the norm of what most high-end fashion brands do. And they showed me some shoes, and oh my gosh, they were huge. They were massive. Not only that, but the shoes were also pre-dirtied. So from an artistic standpoint, I looked at it and said, oh wow, these shoes are, pre-dirty, so they look timeless, no matter if you get them dirty or not. And the crazy thing about the people who work in the fashion industry is they are like car salesmen. They will try and sell you this stuff so much. They'll be like, this is the most comfortable shoe you've ever worn. It's very great and all around very good for stability and stuff. Meanwhile, I'm thinking about, wow, my $130 running shoes are the most comfortable thing I've worn. These pair of $1,200 shoes aren't really anything great. So I think it is funny because there is a certain point when, when does fashion become more so art than actual practical use? And I like to think about that a lot because I have a lot of ideas for fashion that are kind of burying the line between that, where it looks kind of outstandish, but it does apply itself well to being a practical outfit. And so eventually I came across Giorgio Armani, and I was like, ooh, let me look at the sunglasses. I have a pair, but I've had them for so long. Let's see if there's anything that's actually worth buying. And I did settle on a pair. And these were the pair that I got. So when I got back to my apartment in France, I made sure I read all the tags. I asked the guy if does this come with this, and this, and everything. And oh my gosh, let me tell you, I've worn these things like every day. So if you're ever thinking about buying a really nice pair of sunglasses, I highly recommend Giorgio Armani, because at least from the ones that I have right now that I've had for a couple months, they are pretty good and they look very stylish. So this is the case. It's just simple black leather. You open it up and it has, I don't know if you can see it really, but it says Giorgio Armani in gold letters. And this is what they look like. So from the front, and then on the side here, it might be a little too small to see, but there's a kind of a zigzag pattern, and engraved in it is Giorgio Armani. And so the only downside to these sunglasses, and this might just be my own kind of defect with them, is when I lay them flat on a table, the back two spots here, these don't align perfectly with each other. So if this is like a flat surface, this part of the ear rung is a bit higher than this one if it were to sit on a flat surface. Again, this may just be a defect in my pair of sunglasses, but at the same time, sunglasses, they just go on your head. They're not supposed to be super straight and even. No one's really going to notice it. So when I put these bad boys on, I really emanate, I feel like, the Patrick Bateman persona that I've seen in the comments. A lot of people say, oh, you look like Patrick Bateman. And so when I put these on, I'm just like, well, let's see Paul Allen's card. Oh my gosh. So I will say overall, I am pretty happy with this purchase. I think it is a great investment that I'm hoping will last me forever, and hopefully not an accident happens where these break. Knock on wood. That's probably plastic, but when it comes to fashion, I personally really like fashion, and so I really put a lot of time and effort into the clothes that I choose, as well as thinking about how long will these last me, right? Because you don't want to buy a $1,000 shirt and then get a hole in it, or some nick, or some thread comes unwound and you can't wear it anymore, or it's broken beyond repair, because that would really suck. And so for me, I like to be very conscious about what I wear, and I think it helps for me build an image of who I am. And the image I want to portray myself as someone who is either, doing their work, cut and clean, very firm kind of person, but also very relaxed in doing so. And so I kind of play around with my outfit every once in a while of, am I looking to be very studious? Am I looking to be very clean cut? Or am I looking to be a little bit relaxed and be a bit more casual? Because even though this, a lot of people call this with like khakis casual, I even like to go a little bit more casual and just wear a regular t-shirt with khakis. So personally for me, my styles helped me found a bit of who I am. And I would suggest, if you have not thought about, the clothes that you wear, I would heavily start thinking about it, because you can make yourself feel a bit more confident. If you know how you dress and you know how you want to feel, and you kind of put it all together in an outfit or two, I think it really helps build confidence. For me, it really does help build my confidence. That's how I get a lot of my confidence, is from what I wear. So with that, I'm going to end the video here. I will say that I do have a special something planned for Halloween. So if you are interested in seeing that, please make sure you stick around and subscribe. Make sure you like the video. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.